This is the incredible Greek island of Chios. Yassas, Kalispera, good afternoon, how's it going? Today is Tuesday, September 16th, 2025, currently 86 degrees Fahrenheit, that is 30 degrees Celsius. A perfect, sunny, warm day with a nice little bit of a sea breeze here on the Greek island of Chios at Emporios. I am staying right over there. Amazing, amazing spot here. Crystal clear waters. A little pebbly beach there, not the perfect beaches by any means, but perhaps we will find some nicer ones in the course of the day. I'm getting a late afternoon start. I have a rental car, which I rented in the main town of Chios yesterday, and then explored around the island yesterday, making my way down here. I'm going to walk over to the rental car, and I have a few places in mind to check out, so we shall see what happens today. Let's do it. Another day in Greek island paradise. So this is the town. It ends right there, so it's barely a town. It is really just a little fishing village. So I had tried to stop at this little market this morning around 9 o'clock, and it was closed then. It was also closed when I arrived yesterday, later in the afternoon. Hello! Let's see if it's open now. I hear voices. Yes. Well, that place was open, but very, very, very small. Didn't have much, including didn't have any juice, which I want for first thing in the morning. So I'm going to drive first over to another bay that the lady at my hotel had recommended as having a market that would have been open, I guess, this morning, and hopefully it's a bigger one. So here's the car. 40 euros or $47 US per day. So this is Komi. And so Komi here seems to be just barely a little bit bigger than where I'm staying. And here we have a mini market. Is it open? No. I was afraid of that. It's open until 2. It's after 2, and then it opens at 5:30. My juice, my juice. Maybe there's another one. Abandoned building here. What was this? Maybe a hotel? I guess it explains right there. Domatia. I have no idea how to pronounce that first word, that big and long one. But, okay, estiatorio is restaurant. Cafeteria. Looks like it was a restaurant at the bottom and rooms at the top. And then something happened. Wow, this is a much nicer beach. This is a great beach for swimming at. Which I haven't done yet, gotten in the water. I need to very soon, but that is part of the plan for today, is to get to another beach that was recommended, which is like a 25-minute drive away. Yeah, great spot here. Nice, calm waters. Big, long, sandy beach. This is actually a better spot to stay, it seems like, than where I am, just because that beach there is just, you know, basically useless. And here you have more selection of restaurants and a bigger market when it's open. So good to know. Although tomorrow is my last day, I am staying again tonight where I am and then checking out tomorrow, and then we'll have the car all day to explore, and then return the car back in Chios town tomorrow evening. So I'll see what I feel like doing tomorrow. All right, let's get cruising, cover some miles, see more of the island. So up ahead is the little town of Pyrgi, which seems to be a substantial little town, and there is apparently a grocery store open here. Here it is, Proton. It's closed as well. Seems like it might have just closed, like the door is actually open. I just saw somebody walk out from there. Ay, bad luck. Alright, so this is the town of Pyrgi. Very cute. And there's a film crew down there. A guy with a big camera. Look what I found at that store over there. Lemonade. Oh man, I am so ready for this. I'm so thirsty. Oh man, that is the best thing ever right now. So, I think that this is one of the things to see here in Pyrgi is these designs, and up ahead a really nice painting, mosaic, whatever it is. Look at this. So a man and a woman. Yeah, so it's painted on the wall. And very unique designs. And then covering the fronts of these shops, more amazing designs. So this is something really unique. I've never seen this on other Greek islands. These kinds of very intricate designs covering the buildings. So, something particular to Chios. So how many of these homes are actually lived in? Hard to tell. Maybe a lot of them are family-owned homes, but they live in Athens or other places and come back just for a little while. Stephos Distillery. Kotatis natural mastic products. So that is something that is particular to Chios, is mastiha, or mastic, which is a tree that they use for various things. You can see up there, liquor, vodka mastica, mastic liquor. Naranzino, orange something, limoncello, mandarino, New Village vodka, Stefos Ouzo, Castello Old Sapporo, Benito Sapporo. Sapporo is another hard alcohol. And so the mastic liquor is something particular to Chios, and I've had it a few times. It is very, very sweet. It's almost like a syrup. It is thicker than Ouzo or Raki. Wow, this is really cool. So much character. Wow, it just keeps going. What a fascinating village. It is just so different. Wow. But where are the people? 1930. What a trip. This place is like nowhere else. I mean, the style of the buildings is really nice to begin with, and then you add all the designs. Each one is different. Like, look here. Completely unique, one next to the other. It's really quite big, actually. Wow, it really just keeps going and going. It would be so interesting to step back in time and experience this place whenever it was in its prime, when it was a fully alive town. But when it's like this in mid-September, it is obviously just kind of mostly abandoned. So I bet in the evenings it gets a lot livelier. Let's poke inside here. More of the designs. Let's see if we can get up on top. These stairs go up. See if anybody says anything. Wow. Really amazing symbol carved into the wall there. The clock says 3:10. I think it must be an hour off, and it's 4:10. Wow, I did not expect it to be this fascinating. It looks like you could keep on walking for a long ways, but I think I will head back to the car. Get the idea. And drive to the next village. And also go find a beach. Maybe I will head for the beach first. Get there and have a little beach time while it's still nice and hot and sunny. 1961. There. Getting close to the beach. We are now at the southwestern corner of the island. I see one of the towers out there that you see all over this island, straight ahead, and then I see another one up on the top of the hill up there. So, I also wanted to mention that I forgot about an island. I have discussed in the past that I've seen almost every Greek island at this point, every main Greek island. There's so many of the little tiny ones, but there is one that I completely just barely even knew about, which is Chios. Chios is next to Carpathos. I've been to Carpathos.
You will arrive at your destination.
I've been to Carpathos, but didn't go to Chios, and so that's another one on my list to check out. Probably won't happen this trip. Okay, very cute little beach. Now, I thought it was a lot bigger from what I'd seen online. I guess I just had a different impression from the pictures or something, because that is a tiny little beach. It's also a little bit choppy, unless there's maybe another one, but anyways, let's park and take a look. Also, let's go look at the tower up there. Not much left of it, but
You have arrived.
well, we can get up on top of it at least. And get a bit of a view and cool off in the breeze. The pretty strong breeze. Whoa. Try not to lose my hat. That is a classic Greek view there. Looking out at the sea, the barren landscapes, a church, a beach. Well, as much as I want to get in the water, between the very small little beach, the intense wind, the fact that it's almost 5 in the evening, then I think that I will skip it, but let's go get a closer look. So how old is this church? It's really hard to tell. It definitely has a newer feel to it, but built in kind of a Byzantine style. Huh. Very interesting. This gathering area. Is that a well? Oh. Oh man, amazing. Finally we get to see inside a church. So what is going on here? The paintings are just one section that is different from the rock, so I can't quite figure out if it was destroyed or if it is just kind of a peculiar style, because these paintings look quite new. I mean, they're very colorful. It almost feels like this whole church was constructed to be in the Byzantine style, like it was a, church that was destroyed for some reason and then renovated. Or maybe it was actually an old church that was renovated, not sure, but very nice. And I'm just so stoked to actually see inside one finally, and one with beautiful paintings. All right, let's go take a quick look at the beach. So this is Mesta. Curious to see how it compares to Pyrgi. Mesta, medieval settlement. That sounds cool. Okay, let's wander. Ceramic art studio. Which way into the town? I guess this will work. So here it says medieval home experience. This is very, very different from Pyrgi. This feels a lot older. Wow. Oh man. This is truly incredible. So we have open businesses, just not very many people walking around, a few. Quite a big church here, again in that Byzantine style, but in very good condition. Okay, open door. So it was absolutely amazing inside, but photos and videos prohibited. Very different style from the other churches that I've seen here on the island. And then here we have some Greek, looks like pretty old writing. So I guess probably an old church that was restored and repainted. He died very young. This whole group of cats climbing this tree. Meow meow. Meow 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 meow. All right, let's continue the wander through the amazing maze of a medieval Greek island town. Look at that. The Church of St. Paraskevi. Okay, dates to the 16th century, so good to have a year to go on. The date inscribed on the lintel, 29th May 1709, refers to later repairs to the church, because of course there was the Ottoman occupation of Greece and of Chios. So I'm not sure to what extent that affected the building of churches during the Ottoman era, because again, 16th century Church of St. George is one of the oldest churches in Mesta. Okay. Real Belgian chocolate. Real mango passion fruit. Really tasty looking items here. Wow. Γεια σας, καλησπέρα. Okay, so I guess we're exiting the old town. Look at this door. Incredible. And a fountain. But the town keeps on going, so I guess expanded beyond the original wall. Okay, now we're really at the edge. No, not quite. Keeps going. I just love the style of these homes. They're so individual with these cute entrances. Okay, edge of town here. Alright, well, I am not explored out already. So, going to head back after investigating whatever this is. A big building. This feels like some sort of a municipal city hall type of a building. 1924, 1927. The school, okay. The idea of building a school was slow to materialize and did so only after the new Church of the Archangels was built. Previously, the small Church of Sotiros in the village square was used. I guess was used as the school. The implementation of the project required funding. Thus, a committee was appointed to Metropolitan Hieronymus Georgius, 1910 to 1912. Unfortunately, the money raised was deposited with the bank, where, due to the subsequent historical events of 1912 to 1922, the deposits were drained and turned into national bonds. Due to the diligence and interest of Dr. Konstantinos Panades and other progressive villagers, the assistance of the Mesta Brotherhood of Egypt. The Mesta Brotherhood of Egypt? Weird. And the might of the Mesta people living in America. So my camera battery died there, but I walked back to the old Iron Gate and read the info sign there, and it said that that was at one point the only entrance into and out of the town, and it would be opened at sunrise and close at sunset. So get in before the sun sets, or too late, I guess. And so let's take a very quick look at Olympi, see how it compares to Pyrgos and Mesta. And it looks like another very interesting one. Kentro to center, but quieter than Mesta, it seems. Here we have some murals. Looks like probably harvesting the mastic. Look at this. Whoa. Meow. People are living here, it seems. I saw some people in one house, and then you have, cleaning stuff out, so it is partly occupied. Wow. And these colorful paintings. Look at that. Definitely a accurate image of life here. Okay, is this the center? Looks like a restaurant. Another painting, a barber. Just amazing. So what is this? What is this central building? I guess various businesses. '18th, does that say September 2025? So, in a couple of days. And I am getting hungry for dinner. But not open, I guess. I almost passed this one thinking, well, how can it be better than Mesta? But it is definitely on the same level. I would say Mesta maybe just a little bit nicer. But this one has all the paintings. Mesta didn't have these colorful paintings throughout. And it keeps on going and going. So I guess that must have been the central square that I was at. What a trip. Okay, the end of the road. Very cute, somebody getting the paper. A farmer, 2018. Huh. Interesting. Is that more Turkish than Greek? That style of headdress? All right, well, I think that I'm going to turn around here